Hello and welcome to Viva Las Vegas 2.0. And we got nothing so far from Judge Simpson. But to wait. So apparently this guy in the morning was, I guess, a little confrontational. And, well, now we're gonna see how it ends. So hello everyone. Yes, if you're in the chat, we'll see. We'll stand by here for Judge Simpson. Hopefully he comes on here soon. And yes, if you're in the chat, my Amazon algorithm is completely jacked up. It's just a mess. So I hope everyone appreciates the sacrifices that I make for your entertainment. Because, like I said earlier, Amazon thinks that I am some sea creature shoe fetishist now. I didn't even buy those fish slipper things, but it's like I think Amazon thinks that I am intending now to open up a little boutique sea creature footwear shop somewhere, because that's like all I'm seeing now. So I don't know, it's just weird. Like I'm going to end up on the no-fly list or something. It's just all the crazy things. So if I did what would I tell you? If I opened up a sea creature footwear shop, oh yeah, that would be there's a business model for you. So anyway, but we just have to wait. So what everyone do this morning? How's everyone's day going? Great. You know what? Here, fine. Let's give me 1 second. Let me bring up some of the crap Amazon is showing me here. I should, but I don't know if people should actually buy these things. And if you see on the community tab on my YouTube page, I don't know how to feel. The cat butt tissue dispenser is like winning by a runaway here. It's beating the Roctopus. It's beating the little toe thingies. It's beating the fish sandals. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't see how that the cat tissue butt dispenser could beat the Roctopus. A glow-in-the-dark Roctopus, or any color Roctopus for that matter, could be beaten by a cat butt tissue dispenser. Like, it's just... No, it's not. It's always the Roctopus. Okay, Maria, it is. It's always the Roctopus. The cat, yes, because pulling tissues out of a cat's anus is class. Yes. It's about as much class as a Marxist utopia. Yeah, we're going to have to agree to disagree. Well, here, let's see what I can find here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's stuff now that I'm seeing on my Amazon algorithm. This cartoon, what is it? Cartoon animal slippers. These look like seals. I don't know, like little seal clogs. You get clubbed over the head. Oh, look at them in gray. Oh, they have them in a variety of colors there. $14.99. They have a little. So yeah, this is the sort of nonsense now that I am seeing in my algorithm. I'll see, I don't even have them in my size. 10.5 or 11. In case you were wondering. Yes, my birthday is in September next month. I'm kidding. Do not get me these. Do not get me. Plus, I don't have them in my size. Do not get me baby seal clogs from Amazon, please. No, because then someone will actually buy me fish slippers. And, what I really want is that voodoo soap to get the gray out, But everyone says it's a scam. Anyway, so yeah, so there's that, the cartoon animals. Okay. But this is what I'm saying about sea creature footwear, because now there's this one. Lobster slippers. Look at that. Is that what you want? No? Oh, wait a minute. They have a green? I never heard of a green lobster, but okay. Green, orange. They have lobster slippers. An unboxing stream? Oh dear, don't give me ideas for content. Well, I don't know. See, I don't want to put them on my feet. My, when I quit, 1.0, and then my OnlyFans feet selling thing didn't take off like I had hoped. And I don't really want to unbox crustacean themed footwear to see my feet. So but all of you, there's no judgment. If you want, look at that. She's just lounging there with her lobster things. Oh, you take them to the beach. It wasn't a rock. Oh, wait, they have 3 colors? They're showing green, like reddish and orange. This says green and orange. Okay. About this, let's go. Look at this. Look at all these reviews here. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, people have bought these. Look at this. Oh, wow. That's from Lon. It's a verified purchase. Can't wait to scare everyone. And this kid, my son asked for these, and I didn't even think he would wear them. They're super comfortable, but the details in the shoe is remarkable. You can see lobster claws on the bottom of the shoe. I give it a 10 out of 10. We would buy it again. Look at that. Oh, see? People are making fun of me. Maybe Amazon does know what I want. Look at that. Okay. Doesn't wonder what happened when she took her son to the therapist. Okay. Lon stands for lobster on now. Socks with sandals. Yeah, I did notice that. I did notice that, but I mean, you can't. Well, let's see. What were the reviews here on the? There's only 5 reviews here for the. This is what Jennifer says. She says these are adorable. So she must be a boomer. Otherwise, she would have said they're totes adorbs. These are adorable and enough stretch to be comfortable. Well, glad we have enough stretch to be comfortable. Amanda, though, gave it 3 stars. Not what I expected. A little difficult to walk in, but the design is cute. Okay, more reviews. Do we have? All right. So, oops. Sorry, this is on the seal slippers there. Adorable. So yeah, we only got a 3-star there on the baby seals. So, but let's go back to the lobster one. Now I want to sing Rock Lobster. Rock lobster. Well, that one lady, her son loved them. They have lobster claws on the bottom. I mean, 300. This is like, okay, let's see all the photos here. Look at that, man. There's socks with stand. Okay, here's someone. So stupid. Love them. So comfy. They're so stupid. I love them. And those are her lobster sandals. And she loves them. Here's someone else. Crazy Wombat. Lobsterific. He's making up words now. These were a gift for my nephew. That lobster dives, and he loved them. He said they fit great and are really comfortable. He wears a size 11 in men's shoes, and I bought him the 11 and a half, 12 and a half. So, there you go. All right, I'm still checking on Judge Simpson, but I just want to show you now how jacked up my algorithm is here. That I'm getting lobster slippers showing up in my fields, in my whatever. She hates her nephew. Oh dear. Nails painted the same color. Color with a U. Where are you from, Val? Wait, is that an Irish flag there? Let's see. I didn't notice. Let's see. Where do we go? See all photos. Nails painted. They are. Yes. I didn't even. Good catch. Didn't even. Next time you can drop the U from color. Just saying. Just kidding. Well, welcome. Welcome. And what do you think about lobster slippers? Hi, Julie. I just want everyone to know the sacrifices I make to keep you entertained while we're waiting for Judge Simpson to take the bench. And yeah, I found some crazy Amazon things the other day, shared them, and now my Amazon algorithm is turned on its head because I'm getting things like lobster slippers showing up in my algorithm, and you're like, wow, that's crazy, but wait, there's more. There really is more. Like, I'm not kidding when they think that I want to open a boutique because they have angler fish slides. Like, seriously? Oh gosh, I hope not. Not the big Billy Bass. Take me to the river. So yes, now we also have angler fish slides. Okay, so lantern fish. Look at that. See? And they've got that little thing. Oh, so you can wear them with white socks or green socks. Okay. What is that we're looking at? Okay, can everybody see that? The lantern fish. Well, they call it an angler fish. What is it? It's the one that, that like lives deep there and they create their own little light to catch the fish, right? Mike has 9 pairs. Figured. Probably one in each color. I bet he's got a glow in the dark octopus too. So yeah, this is the kind of crap now I am seeing. So my poor kids, they're gonna be like, why did you get us this for Christmas? Like, it's just what showed up in my look, there's a video. Hang on, let's go back. Let's start again. Okay, everybody ready? I mean, if that doesn't convince you, I don't know what is. I mean, okay, so there you have it. The wait, what just happened here? One more time. So these, okay, let's read the reviews here. Oh, look. Oh, what is that? Good for novelty. Quality is what you'd expect for the price. Small problem in the second picture here. Look, it's got little holes on it. Good for novelty? Like what? Okay. Now I have some questions. Were they not buying them for novelty? Were they like really? I mean, okay. I can't. They didn't buy them for novelty. Yes, that is good advice there. That's a good life lesson there. Thank you, Katie. Do not touch the dingly part. So yeah, I don't know when. All right, Judge Simpson's a tease, man. I don't know. We're still waiting. We are still waiting. All right, go back to this now. This is the look at this. E and F. They cover the feet. His review. This is from this year. The feet I wanted covered are now covered nicely. My life has been changed forever. Thank you. I mean, what more do you want? What more do you want? Okay, they cover the feet. This one says they don't glow like the picture. I like that they arrive sooner than promised, but the size is not comfortable because of the teeth of the fish poking me. And also, they don't glow as the picture shows. This is even after I charged them in bright light. 3 stars. Ooh, 1 star. Received over a month late. Completely not items described on Amazon. Way too large and does not glow in the dark. I am not paying for shipping to return these to China. They're requiring me to pay to send these back. So, boy, I don't know what to think now. Comfy, look awesome. Size a bit too big. Wait, what did she say? Oh, way too large. Way too large. Did someone say they were too small? Anyway, comfy, interchangeable shark or angler fish attachments. Got a 8 to 9 for my 13-year-old with 8.5 feet. These were a bit too large. Watch the order. Ordered the angler slippers. Had to order them twice. Gosh, that's embarrassing. Had to order them twice. They canceled my first order, and then they were the wrong set. Now they're still cute and comfortable, a little like walking on marshmallows, but be careful of the seller. Dun, dun, dun. This was a gift he loved. I'm sure he's where. So, you know, there you go. There you go. Here's my jacked up Amazon. So look at this. You have them in, I mean, they got a variety of colors too. Beige, bright blue, dark gray, dark green. So yes, you will be the fashion envy of the world. That's jellyfish, Beth. That is jellyfish. All right, you're going to buy those too for me? Okay. Remember, they run, I don't know. Hi, Julia. Yes, Judge Simpson. Oh, wait. We just got some action here. Let's see. Sorry, no more Amazon shopping. Is there sound? I don't know if there's sound yet. But believe me, there's more crazy stuff, man, that's like showing up on my.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Uwe Dalsapin with it on behalf of Mr. Ahmed. Please state your name for the record.
Ahmed Bidoun.
Thank you. We are here for a public cost conference and a motion, I think, from Ms. Weiser. I don't know if we should sit down at the table.
Whatever you'd like.
All
Go ahead. It's your motion. Perhaps could you go ahead?
Thank you, Your Honor. We're asking, we filed a motion for reconsideration. The court.
We're there, dude.
On July 18th, 2024 for a release of the video recorded statement subject to the protected conditions. Counsel had objected to the stipulated order that was sent. And I'm asking for a motion for consideration in line with the language in the statute, specifically paragraph 7, in the order that was entered by the courts that the only authorized viewers of the video recorded statement are defendant's attorney, their immediate staff, one defense expert, one defense investigator, and the defendant. And we're asking that, consistent with the statute MCL 600-2163A, that the defendant, and if represented, his or her attorney, has a right to view and hear a video recorded statement before the defendant's preliminary examination. We can provide reasonable access. That's section 11. So we're asking that the immediate staff, the defense expert, and the investigator be removed. So it would just read the defense attorney and the defendant attorneys or attorneys. And then in the event that counsel receives a video recorded statement and requests it to be viewed by an expert, that another order be entered allowing that expert view the video recorded statement, because paragraph 8 allows for some expert and then the name to be given to the court, but not to the prosecutor. And I think that that is not the spirit or the intent of the privacy that's set forth in
Oops.
the privacy.
If it were disclosed to the prosecutor, how does it change one's analysis of the privacy that you're indicating is contemplated?
The privacy is for the minor victim that's in the recording.
I understand that, but how does it change whether the prosecutor knows or not?
Because it's an order of the court with a specific name of a person. And I'll give you an example. I had the issue litigated before Judge Hunke, where the defense attorney wanted an interpreter to be allowed to go into the jail and review with the client. So the initial stipulated order was entered, but we needed a name of the interpreter who would be allowed to view it with the client and with the defendant pursuant to the statute. And the name couldn't be given. They wanted to take a family member. We don't have any way to sort of enforce it once it is provided, and it can be shown to anyone. And that's not the intent of the legislature.
I don't think the order does that.
The order allows immediate staff, a defense investigator, and a defense expert to review it.
Mr. Goss.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a reconsideration motion under 2119F. There is, the order that we now have is the result of a motion and a motion hearing that we had on June 27th. There is nothing in Ms. Rice's motion for reconsideration, nothing over what was known, what was presented.
What are you talking about?
That alone, I think, makes her motion fit to be denied under the court rule that governs reconsideration motions. Beyond that, I have a bigger picture observation. When first came up this video recorded statement and the prosecutor's office, we had some issues with the terms of that order. We raised those issues with the prosecutor's office, seeking their discussion and perhaps resolution. At the time, we fully believed that this is something the parties could be sorting out.
Epic showdown.
The response from the prosecutor's office was twofold. One, no, there wasn't going to be any changes to their stipulation order. And two, if we want different terms, we would file a motion. Then we did that, filed a motion, and the outcome of which is the order that we now have. By her reconsideration motion, Ms. Weiser is now basically asking us to go back to square one.
You know they have soap for that now, Beth.
Abundance of caution. The defense should be.
There's a soap for that.
The court's permission, court's leave to have an investigator, an expert, and a staff person review the video recorded statement. That we have already done. So as a matter of process, I have some serious issues with this consideration motion. I think it's good.
But I am always wrong.
Your objection is the investigator and immediate staff.
I am always wrong.
Let's,
So don't.
well, in great part.
Yeah.
Let's deal with immediate staff. Mr. Doss, is there a need for your immediate staff to view the video?
There is. We have a staff.
Maybe for Zoom court.
Employee who happens to be a woman. For one,
I think for Zoom
the
court,
reason
you
for
could
having her review the statement is to transcribe it so that I can better evaluate. And two is and her input as a woman and what she sees in that statement. Both defense lawyers from Mr. Bedun are men, and we are prone to missing things coming from that. So those are the two.
I don't know. The lobster seems a little bit more formal than just the.
I understand, and I think I said on the record at the time, certainly the privacy concerns are paramount, but then there's the ability of the defense to proceed with their case and to be able to properly defend. And I see that the manner in which it's occurring interferes with the defense to the standpoint, I don't know that they could properly defend. I mean, if each time before I can make that next move, I have to go to court, and by the way, then disclose who I have necessarily investigating at a point in time to my opposing side of an investigator I may not use. I mean, I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out, and we were going through this before, of how defense counsel even under that scenario functions. And I think that was Mr. Doss's point during the.
Yes, Val, David's asking the
That's correct.
important questions.
We have been over this aspect.
We have. And, and that was really, I mean, when filed as a motion for reconsideration, if there's something that the court didn't take into account, that was it. And I went back and reviewed the hearing, and
Kelmer, you missed how jacked up my
in light
Amazon
of the
algorithm
motion
is
that's
now.
filed, and I don't know that anything that was contained in the motion for reconsideration wasn't touched upon at the
They started late.
hearing
So,
itself. I purposely and
yes.
certainly did
Yes,
not
indeed.
want to be involved in it regarding the court being involved in it. But Ms. Willingray brought up a good point of making sure that to be able to track who has viewed in case there was something that had occurred. And that's why there was the report to the court. But I've got some serious concerns that the defense, I don't think the statute contemplates that the defense has to show all of its cards and do everything as they're preparing for a case. I don't believe that that's what the statute was intended to do as I go through it. And I don't think the statute really even necessarily touches on that.
That's correct, John. If I may follow up on that. My understanding of the statute and the goal of protecting the privacy of the witness, I don't think the issue there is how many people.
Where's the thank you?
That video
Jacking up my algorithm for your entertainment,
Cal who have access to it without any limitation. So I think the number
Killing
of
me.
people viewing this cannot be a concern for the
How
privacy of
about
the
a
witness.
thanks, Ben?
I think the statute
At least
spells
my
out
algorithm is
in subsection
intact.
11, when there is a protective order for giving that statement to the defense, the statute spells out what are the main items, what are what items of statement that will play the publication of. I think that covers the concern for the witness's privacy, that the statement somehow get lost or be duplicated or get out there or let alone be posted online. All of which the current order prohibits as it stands.
I would agree. I don't think that any of those things as laid out in 11 would be permitted by this.
That's correct.
And I guess it's semantics, it's a different interpretation of the statute. Like you may not release it, display it, or circulate it. You may not show it to other people. Like the defendant, and if represented by his attorney, has the right to view the statement before the defendant's preliminary exam. And I think what distinguishes this from another piece of evidence in terms of this argument that it limits their ability to defend themselves is you can come back and get an order to have a defense expert view it. But it's a piece of evidence that's not subject to disclosure under the Michigan rules governing discovery. It's not released under FOIA.
No, I understand that it's not released under FOIA. I
And
mean, I
it's not
understand that.
subject to disclosure under the Michigan court rules governing discovery.
Right, may I respond? Ms. Weiser, I think, omits two aspects from statute subsection 11. The statement may be provided as otherwise provided by law, and the same subsection then authorizes this court to order a copy of the statement be provided to the defense subject to protective conditions. So I think what the court has done and is looking to do as well in the statute.
I mean, as I understood people's argument at the time of the hearing, and I mean, I guess it's morphed at this point, is that there would be these people seeing it who would potentially disclose that information, which was why I included in the order that the names of anybody doing that would have to be provided to the court. And so that if there were an issue that arose, those names would be provided. So the defense couldn't just, I mean, in the normal case, the defense can take evidence, they can show it to whatever experts they want, decide whether they're going to have this expert or use that expert, not use that expert, do whatever. In this instance, defense has to choose an expert, has to make that expert known to the people, which is really a problem in and of itself. Because I may not use that expert. That expert potentially could come to a conclusion in opposite to the position I want to take, and I don't want anybody to know I've even consulted that expert. So, I mean, I think that the court has taken into account everything that was raised as a concern regarding this, placed into its order those safeguards to make sure that it was not disclosed, but at the same time, giving the defense the adequate opportunity to do that. I don't see a need based on that, well, for two reasons. One, well, the first reason is that under the motion for reconsideration, these were all issues that were raised and nothing new was being presented to the court. So on a technical basis, the motion for reconsideration would be improper. But even despite that, I think that everything's raised in terms of the protections that are to be granted. I think that the court has done that. Maybe not in the way that defense entirely like me to do it, nor in the way that the prosecutor. But you know, they filed their motion. I ruled. I provided an opportunity for the defense to be able to proceed with their case, the people to know who is viewing it. They cannot disseminate it. The people that are permitted to even see it are covered by the protective order. I mean, I don't know any other way that to do. I don't think that it needs to be as restrictive as the one that was presented. And so the motion for reconsideration is denied for those reasons.
Denied.
Today's Holocaust conference on that end, I believe we are looking for another. There is a dozen more items of discovery still in progress somewhere in the pipeline that we don't have. Last communication
I can't tell.
Ms. Winbring on that was that they would be provided once they become available.
What is it? We would like to set it. What is it you're missing? If you tell me, I'll get it to you for the accounting.
Well, it's literally 12 or 13 items, and it's in an email within your system.
I thought all that was taken care of.
It wasn't.
Pardon?
It looks fluffy. Yeah, I can't
I
tell.
suggested
It's
after
kind
this
of
hearing, I provide the very same email that has already been sent.
away. It might be a toupee. Yeah,
Ms. Reiser says
kind
they'll
of like
provide it, but I don't know. What are the 13? You said there are how many things?
13 by Mattel. By category, there's a number of search warrant returns, including like the data, the returns from search warrants. There's pending 2 forensic analysis of mobile phones, Mr. Bedouins and the complaint witnesses.
Julian, you're talking about his hair, right?
There must be supplemental reports of the search of Mr. Bedouins'
I got a
vehicle.
warning about the
Body camera
dangly parts on
recordings, other
those
recordings
fish
of,
slippers.
law enforcement
Just wanna be
officers
sure we're
investigating, speaking
all
with
on the same
witnesses in the
page.
case. And there is a
What, at which time? No, I mean, some of what you're listing would seem to me to be discovery turned over in a normal course.
Yeah, that was my.
The only thing
David.
I recall
That was my
is
question.
Willingbring indicating that might be delayed was the forensic analysis of the phones. or other electronic
Wait,
devices.
Maria, you're telling me
But
to
the items I
behave?
just listed, they have not been provided. We don't have them. We know them to
Oh, the
exist, but we haven't
irony.
provided those items.
Do you see that list, Ms. Reiser, or no?
No, you're not.
Calling you behind.
That's-
Julia Marie wants
can
to
you
catch
show,
it.
Can you
That's
just
what
show
we
Ms.
know
Reiser the list, and maybe
so
she
far.
can, she may not know specifically.
Oh wait, there's a good. So is that a comb over? Come on, come on, come on. Let's see. Or is it just kind of?
I'm just, I think if we get an exam date in 3 weeks, I can have this information shown. It's the results of search warrants. And obviously the CAC interview that will be provided, but search warrant returns are something easy.
Yeah, I mean, those are easy if you know where, exactly. That's what when was that sent to the prosecutor? Because at the time, I'm not sure what date of the hearing. The only thing that I recall, Ms. Willingring saying was going to potentially be delayed was the forensic analysis of
I don't think it's a hairpiece.
electronic
So-
devices. And that was completely understood. I mean, that because of whatever, but
You think it fits perfectly? Do you want to touch it?
I'm perplexed now, Your Honor. I don't recall a discussion of discovery in this case at the last hearing in this case at all.
no, I'm not saying at the last hearing. I mean, saying at some point.
Yeah, my email to prosecutor's office was of June 14. There was a response on June 14, the one I just cited that some of them are not available at this point, but we will make them available when we receive them. And when it comes to search warrant,
From the
Hold
one
on.
who told me to behave.
Hold on one moment. When was my prior hearing? You said that was on June 14th?
That's my monkey.
my email to the prosecutor's office, yes.
There you go, Maria. If you poke, you provoke. Who knew? Can someone talk to Colleen? I think she's old enough now to hear this. Have the
And
talk.
the second search warrant from MSP returned last week that was uploaded into on-base. Council should have that. It's a DNA detected is defendants. The Apple iCloud search warrant returned was past Friday, and we're in the
No.
process of downloading those files.
That would be a great
for review this
idea.
week.
Have
So
an
that would
attorney
Apple.
exchange. Just
Say that again.
iCloud.
Cloud
Search warrant.
swap out attorneys from different
Apple
countries.
iCloud. So those are being
I'd be down for that.
downloaded right now.
Okay.
The green ones we have, the yellow ones we don't.
What about the mobile phone? The forensic report for the mobile phone?
If we don't have a passcode for that, that could take a year.
You see,
We've come full circle.
right, and
KL.
what I was, and I don't think I'm getting my cases mixed up, but there was
What?
talk of the
Germans are known for their fun
phone,
legal system.
and there was some talk of the forensic things, and there was an issue. I don't recall it necessarily being an issue with the passcodes. Although
Well, I would
that
like
may
to
have been
sue
said, but it was more an issue of the
whoever named it Oktoberfest that starts in September.
basically a
How does the
backlog issue.
German legal system handle
But
that?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Now that the court is saying these things out loud, I am almost certain it's the other case of ours, Mr. Kratz's,
Okay.
not this one. We have not had an on the record discussion.
So do we know? Do you see anything regarding the status of those phones?
All right, get through it. Let's get to this beach guy. No, but I have seen Flula Berg. He's funny, and he's from Germany. Right, Daniela? Everyone loves Flula Berg.
It's an Apple iPhone.
Say that middle part.
Apple iPhone.
That was seized. Okay. So on this list,
Flula Berg is
Gus, is that
barely
the
known here,
defendant's
too,
mobile
so
phone you're talking about?
he's
The
a good
Apple
guy.
iPhone?
There's two of them in there. Mr. Bedoun's is one and the other one is
From,
I think we're up for a buy
right, but I
one,
don't
get one
know
Whopper
that you would
Jr.
describe that as
right now.
seized, but,
Maria, I think is the
no,
opening
it was
bid.
turned over by consent.
pardon?
It was turned over by consent.
Her phone,
Yes.
right,
Who's the
but
troublemaker?
this riser indicates that there was a phone that was seized. I'm presuming that to be the defendant's phone.
That's the defendant's iPhone.
Got it.
The search one.
Oh yes, Whataburger. We finally got a Whataburger here in Las Vegas. So exciting, but it's down on the Strip,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I haven't been down there yet.
And they did, take that's included in the investigation from the, victim's phone, the Wiz app.
Perfect.
That's how she communicated with the suspect. That's how they met each other. And what they took from her phone, and it's a conversation in the police report, is, how she met the defendant, what time picked her up, their conversation.
Oh, Beth, I
And
saw what you
her
did there.
last text, what she's trying to help, I just got raped. So that is in the report. It's not that we would.
Yes,
Search one.
Cal, you missed it.
I don't want to get in a situation where we're just adjourning for months on it.
No, I don't either.
To get his phone.
Well, that's what I was trying to, and Mr. Dawes may be right. Maybe I'm looking at another case regarding the phone. I thought that was the only holdup, because as I'm looking at these other items on here, and I think you're right, Ms. Reiser, the body cam footage is something that's going to happen upon a request for the immediate request, right? So then I'm looking at there's a police agency.
Overrated.
Dearborn Police
I will say
Department
In-N-Out
report
is
regarding the
good,
arrest.
but
That wasn't contained.
don't talk to anyone from
in-
California before you try In-N-Out, because you'll be
Really,
disappointed.
The bulk of discovery.
They
what
will
I
build
view
up
the bulk
In-N-Out
of
in your
discovery
mind
provided it.
and in your heart so much that you think
Okay,
that
so,
That's not
when you
true.
take the first bite of that
right,
In-N-Out burger,
well,
that, like,
and I have
a
an,
choir of angels are
just say
going to
this.
sing as you take
I
that
have an
first bite.
issue with you saying that,
In-N-Out's fine,
because
but
that's
I was
not
really disappointed because
how
All the people I knew from California
That's
had
not how
built it up
any of it
so much
in any of the
in my
cases
mind
proceeds.
beforehand.
When the request is made for
So-
discovery, what the people have typically, they just
Bear that in
provide.
mind when you have in and out.
And then if you
Don't talk to
are
anyone from
saying
California
that certain
before you
things
have
are
your first in and
missing,
out.
or that you want certain things, and that may be something that might have been referenced in the police report or something along those lines. That I get. What I'm concerned about
Similarly,
is that
don't talk to someone from
this
Texas before you have a Whataburger.
request for information
And it is
comes
Whataburger. It's not Whataburger.
on what date was this set, Mr. Dowd?
Hi, Casey Carey.
So
And
We do have a search warrant for his phone, but we have no
it's the
passcode. So I
Irish
have no
perspective
idea.
is that
on
what the
White
okay.
Castle sliders.
Right. Okay, so you don't have the passcode. Okay, so if they don't, all right, so and that's for his phone.
It's fine. It's
Been
good. I would say is
So,
above average for
The
a
way I
fast
resolve
food
that
burger,
is,
but
if you want that,
I
and you
was set
want
up for
that
failure.
report, then have
So
the
many
defendant
people
give the
that
passcode.
I knew had raved about how awesome In
That
and Out
makes it very
was.
q because then they can
And they will
get
say
it. If he
In-N-Out's
doesn't want to
fries
provide
are
the
terrible.
passcode, I don't think you can
Like,
then
do not feed them
complain
to your dog.
that the people need to provide it because they don't
The
have
fries
it.
are just terrible.
And that's
Don't
going
feed
to
them to your
take,
dog because you'll get animal cruelty charges.
well,
And then I'll stream your
I
animal
won't even
cruelty
guess.
trial.
There are some that still
And you'll be
haven't
embarrassed.
shown up.
You know,
Okay. I know where this is going. Power rank your burgers. Let's hear them. Let's see them. Go. We need the power rankings.
And Mr. Reiser, you were indicating
Simpson.
that in terms of the
Tell them to be quiet.
victim's
See your power
phone,
rankings.
that information has been provided.
That text string,
String.
you know, as a general rule, we don't like.
You were disappointed by the
Load
White
the
Castle
whole-
sliders?
But
Okay.
that prevent the
All right.
report of that text communication, I'm just looking at the first piece of discovery and it's 60 pages long. And on page.
Colleen, that's just one. That's not how power rankings work.
The messages,
Here we go, David. Burger joints with double entendre names. In and out. And Jack in the box.
While you go through that, you're not asking for everything. in
Boy,
her
I think
phone.
that says a lot more about
Are
you,
you?
David, than it does about the
the phone in
about the burgers.
report is
I'm just gonna put it out there.
analysis, pending analysis by law enforcement. And
yeah, and it's right here,
Five
digital
Guys,
evidence
Wendy's,
forensic report.
McDonald's. Thank you. All right.
That's from her phone. Okay.
Hey,
The list that I
Lisa, stay on
created
topic
is
here.
of items referenced in other items of discovery, mainly the police
Ooh,
reports. I go
Sonic.
through, I look for what's referenced there, what exists, what is in process.
Right, but I guess what I'm saying is, this is on here, and I don't know where, I think what Ms. Reiser's
Come on,
indicating to me,
David.
that's been provided.
If Beth
The
jumped off a
forensic
cliff,
report on the phone,
would you do
on
it?
the victim's phone.
oops. Yes, sweets.
Yes.
What's your power
text
rankings? Top
messages
three
that she
burgers
was
there.
sending while she was in the defendant's car.
What are your
are
top
in a
three
forensic
burgers?
report.
That's not the same as the forensic report of the analysis of the phone. An excerpt, I'm sorry, Ms. Reiser, an
What-
excerpt of some data taken in the police report is not the same as the forensic report of the analysis of the device,
Why do you need everything on her phone?
to see what else is there. I don't know, that's
I don't-
what has been excerpted into the report is complete. I don't know what's before, I don't know what comes after.
Culver's?
Well, I'm not gonna order that they turn over.
Randy, where are you
her
from? What is
phone.
Culver's?
I mean, at some point,
I don't even know what
these
that is.
two met each other
Sounds
through
delicious.
whatever, however that happened, right? So what would be relevant to the defense of this case, or even tangentially relevant,
Suspect.
of information prior to that point?
Whether she communicated with someone else about the coming
Yes,
encounter
does
with
it seep
Mr.
into your
Bedun.
soul?
About what?
About the coming encounter with Mr. Bedun. There is communications of the
That's it?
complaining witness with someone else
That's
about
your,
the encounter, contemporaneous and after. I want to know if there's any communications about it beforehand. I also want to know whether her phone was used in getting around town that day, whether it was used to look up locations where they went.
wow, a lot of love for Culvers.
Right, but that's gonna
Never
be
heard of it.
after, basically after they've met or communicated with each other. Right?
For that aspect, yes. As far as like directions around town, yes.
I don't see what, I see no relevance in what's occurred prior to that point in time.
Well, I don't believe
Oh,
we
yeah,
are
now
in
we're
a
talking.
position to make that finding. Perhaps we should.
Well, I'm not gonna order them to turn that part over. I mean, what I think Ms.
I'll tell you.
Reiser-
Does anyone here
correct me,
live
Ms.
where there's
Reiser, if I'm wrong, is
Brahms?
They,
That was a good
the
burger.
phone was viewed,
Where's
they
Brahms? I think Brahms is just Texas,
provided what
Oklahoma,
they have
Kansas, maybe.
of what's on her phone that's relevant to this proceeding.
What they think is relevant. That's not the same as what's
That's a
relevant.
covert.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna
Covert
happen.
with a T at the
It's
end.
just not. Yes, you're entitled to discovery. You're not entitled for them to do some fishing expedition for you, not at this stage.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a fishing expedition. I don't,
Ooh, fat
if
burger.
her phone is however old,
Forgot about.
let's say 5 years old, you're not gonna go back the 4 years previous.
Whoa,
At
David,
some
you
point, you gotta
you
try
eat with
to
that mouth?
give something
My
that connects it up.
goodness.
I mean, I'm not,
Yeah. But the forensic.
That's what you
report
think.
is
Apparently
listed
Culver's
as
is
an
getting a lot
item
of love here.
of
I've never heard of it.
investigation in the police report, therefore I requested it.
It's right here.
We cannot tell.
they sent it to you.
No, they did not. That's an excerpt of something of a much larger collection of data. I don't know what, if that is everything there is.
All right, here's the way I'm gonna do it, because I agree with Ms. Reiser. I'm not gonna keep adjourning this thing out. This list comes after there are a few hearings saying discovery. I-
Ooh. You might have people wanting to fight you.
It seems to me that if Ms. Reiser, if they have that list, they're either gonna be able to provide it or not explain why. For example, with the phone, I'm not gonna hold up the preliminary examination regarding defendant's phone when they're gonna have a hard time trying to crack it to get into it and not allow a defendant to
I gotta get out
delay
more.
the
We don't have
proceedings where
Culver's
the
here.
information that would allow them access to give you the report that you're looking for is in the defendant's possession.
I understand that part. But
All right.
since then, law enforcement has taken out a search warrant for Mr. Bedun's Apple account. I understand there's a retrial.
Yes.
So that is still.
Because we couldn't get into his phone, and the investigator is so thorough, we got his Apple iCloud, and that will be ready for pickup either tomorrow or the beginning of next week. It's
Which is
downloaded.
what you just said
Yeah.
earlier.
Correct.
They just got that.
So that is his phone. Her phone is done. I will get the
Thanks, Lisa, for keeping us on
report. when he
focused
was
and on
arrested
task
the
here.
warrant for this from Dearborn PD
Got it.
and the body cam, and that's all that should be. If they, I don't know to the extent that U of M has what their body cam is, but whatever they have, we can turn over.
That sounds good.
My sense of this is that discovery at this point is not complete. It's.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do, Mr. Doss. All right. I want, because I'm not gonna go through and nickel and dime this. It seems to me what the people are getting, they're providing. And I don't think they're making an unjustified, to the extent you're arguing relevance, I don't think they're making an unjustified inquiry or an unjustified saying, we're not gonna give you something 5 years ago from the defendant's, from the victim's phone. Or whatever, something before the time that these two people know they exist on the planet. I don't think that the people trying to interfere in any way with the discovery process or what information is provided.
And maybe you should
So,
buy him some lobster
That list,
slippers.
this list here, you can have this back,
Just saying.
that is
That will get us
provided.
attention.
You'll locate that, correct, Ms. Reiser, that list?
Yeah, Ms. Williams.
Okay. Go down that list, get to them what you have. And most of that stuff, at least as I'm hearing you, Ms. Reiser, by the end of next week, that stuff's gonna be, you're gonna be sending them what you have,
Yes.
right?
Wait,
Okay,
Krispy Kreme
I'm gonna give you 2 days.
and apple fritters as a bun on a burger?
First date that I'm
Are
gonna
you
give
serious?
you is,
Wait, is
Oh,
this
joy.
like? Are you like for realsies? Krispy Kreme.
this is gonna make my vacation
hamburger buns.
beautiful. I'm gonna give you
You would like? that?
August 13th
I don't know if I would like.
as a probable cause
Metal rules.
date.
Have you had apple fritters as buns for a hamburger?
2024 we're doing those in the morning, 9 a.m. Those would be in the morning.
Or Bucky Law? Have you had
That specifically,
Krispy Kreme donuts as buns for a hamburger?
we're gonna hash out if necessary
Is that
what
like a thing?
discovery is there. And let me just put it this way. I presume, Mr. Doss, you've had an opportunity to go through the discovery that's there, that list that was given is the exhaustive list right now of what is missing.
Oh no! What is it?
That is a
Some
list
kind of
that we're gonna
clown? No,
work
I said lobster. I
And then
said
Ms.
with
Reiser, once
respect
she
and
has an opportunity to
dignity.
look at it, provide what information is currently coming in, like the iCloud account, whatever. She'll provide that. We will go through that list of what can or cannot be provided.
Lobster.
And then I'll order what needs to be provided if I think it can reasonably be attained. I will then also give you a preliminary exam date because we're going to do this thing because we're not going to keep adjourning it out. Preliminary exam date will be August 27th, 9 a.m. That in person, that's before me.
Okay, so it's just like
And
plain
that way,
Krispy Kreme.
nobody else has to go back through
Explain
this
this.
discovery stuff again.
And then like burger, cheese. Is that like
So
lettuce,
that will
tomato,
work provided
mustard, mayo, like any of that stuff on the?
Ms. Williams
Krispy
does
Kreme.
not go on maternity
I'm
leave.
trying to make it
That day will work.
sound good because I love donuts. I love burgers.
So now I have to adjust my
I don't know
schedule
that I
for a
love the thought
baby.
of them together.
If you put it the first week in September, I will be here and gladly cover the preliminary exam.
I can do the 17th.
Really,
Okay,
Beth?
what I'm gonna do, is
Crunchy?
let me set it to 27th. If
Over
that
creamy?
doesn't work, yes, you know I will adjourn around the baby.
Okay.
All right. I do.
Something.
Did you eat it?
Pardon?
You have
I
a
know something.
a
for-
hamburger
You may.
waffle?
I have some serious reservations about the status of discovery in this case so far, including what is and isn't to be provided, and that may be grounds for a motion about discovery. So I think between now and.
Whoa. Mr. Doss, that is what I am trying to do right now. You say you sent them this list. Ms. Reiser says she sent that. I'm gonna try to resolve everything regarding discovery on that 17th, on the 13th day. She says she can get what she has on that day. If it looks like there's something that's out there that's not attributable to the defendant or is gonna take more time, then yeah, I'll move things as I have to move things. If you want to file your motion, file your motion. But I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I got your list.
The latter part clarified things for me. Very, thank you.
We have.
And we're gonna try to
list.
sort out on August 13th what it is in discovery and what's left.
Amen.
That's the purpose
Kim.
of the 13th.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yes. Need to get monetized.
That's everything. Bond
Thank you.
will continue. You're welcome. And you can hope there's not a long travel to the softball game. Okay. No, I know the time. I was informed clearly of what time. I just didn't know. I said, she's got to go way up north. We're gonna have a problem.
Thank you.
Okay.
The two sides were hashing it out over which burger is better. Okay. I
Andrew Childers appearing on behalf of the people.
think that's what they're talking about.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Beach, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Bob Beach.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have been able to have a
Alright.
discussion with my client in regards to his missed test on July 22nd.
I hope it was shorter than the one we had this morning.
It was longer, Your Honor. He does acknowledge that he does miss the test. He apologizes for both his missed test and the miscommunication this morning. He has been going through a lot. He did provide me with an obituary. His father did just pass on July 23rd of last month. We respectfully request that
Test
the
was the
court
22nd.
admonish him for his missed test and allow him
people
to
do that all the
continue
time,
while on
thinking
bond. I
that the judge
did
won't
note
remand
that
them
when
if they bring their
reviewing the
baby to
report
court.
that it was labeled as a
And-
progress report. He does have a valid medical marijuana card, and that is what
Doesn't
he
always
has.
work.
His only positive tests have been for that, which he has provided the card to community corrections. We are respectfully requesting that he be able to continue out on bond.
Can I just ask, when we were on Zoom, why couldn't you just tell me that? My headphones were going out. I was trying to put them on Judge Simpson.
Your Honor.
Hang on. The only question I asked you was why you missed that test. That's all I asked you, and you went off into whatever. I thought you said June. I was thinking about. I know you went to June and then talked about the Black holiday, the thing you probably really should know about, given your heritage. But outside of all of that, I asked you about the last missed test, and you started to act a fool. That's all I can tell you. I'm going through that. I apologize. I'm sorry. I really do. I'm sorry. I gotta go to his funeral tomorrow. My dad is 90 years old, gone. Worked at Ford plant for right there, gone. I just apologize. Anything from the people.
Yes, Kim, that's a great idea. See, everybody listen to Kim. Kim's
It's
got
going to
great
indicate no
ideas.
action taken on the missed test of July 22nd, 2024. This matter will then continue to the August 20th, 2004 date for preliminary examination before Judge Valvo.
He's clearly
suggest
made
that
up a
you
lot of
conduct
stuff for
yourself
his.
a whole heck of a lot better than you conducted yourself before me.
Oh, sounds like his attorney got
The August
told
20th,
to
yes.
knock it off.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That was it. Oh, yes, you should go back and watch the feed from this morning and watch this guy. It was pretty spicy.
I love that.
Yeah,
That sounds like a wonderful idea. You know, that's what they do in North Korea, Marie. Like everyone has to have like these radios or whatever, and you can turn the volume down, but you can't.
Bye,
turn it up.
Bishop.
So maybe something like that.
Take care, Joey.
Oh man. Well, it was a little bit disappointing there with Mr. Beach. I thought we were gonna have some more spicy fireworks there.
That's my computer. On the screen.
Oh, I was thinking, I just want to update my file.
Somebody's supposed to be bringing.
They are.
Oh yeah, Kim Jong Un has all the watch hours he needs.
Okay. You're awesome.
Court does call the case of the people versus Holly Brown.
Maybe I can read it in my NPR voice.
On behalf of the people.
I'll just read
Sarah
the
Julie,
bedtime
appearing on behalf
stories.
of Holly Brown.
Once upon a time.
Okay.
Your Honor, and this is in an effort to expedite things, may Miss Julian and I approach the bench.
You may.
Thank you.
Yeah, Julie, we call that Viva Las Vegas After Dark. Oh, we went private. Oh, come on, Judge. Yes, NPR. Tell the story of the, once upon a time. So young lady, Little Red Riding Hood. Well, what's going on here with his calendar, man? All right. You want to see one more Amazon buy here? Want to see how messed up my... Okay, because here, while we're waiting, See, this is the kind of crap now showing up. A rubber chicken purse, the hen bag handbag. Because they figure, oh, well, this guy likes sea creature footwear. Maybe he would like the hen bag handbag. Holy crap. This has 2,583. Are you kidding? 2,600 people have bought. Oh, actually, I mean, gosh, because not everyone that buys even makes a user review. 2,600 people. Oh my goodness. I think that's a sign of the apocalypse. Okay, let's see here. Just get one product photo. It is on sale. Look at that, 16% off. 1 day with Prime. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Well, let's see what the people have to say. So yeah, if you like fish shoes, they're gonna figure you're gonna want a purse. Rachel Schwab. Look at this. Reviewed July 9th, like just recently, within the last month. Best purse. I named her Harriet. Oh dear. Do you want to be okay? Taking recommendations from Rachel, who named her purse Harriet. I named her Harriet. Everywhere we go, I get compliments about what a cool purse she is. She has plenty of room to carry my phone, wallet, and everything else I need. The color has held up without fading. The zipper, handles, and rubber are all good quality. My biggest complaint is that the opening is a little small. My hand is large, and it's a tight fit. Maria, don't say anything. My husband's hand is extra large, and his hand doesn't fit. But I read the reviews before I bought it and knew that was an issue that others had. Even so, I still give it 5 stars because I love it so much. I read others' comments about the rubber smell, but my Harriet doesn't have any smell. If I could make an improvement, I'd add a cross body strap. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Do I dare read another review? Okay. Yes. See, folks, this is what I get here. Keeping you entertained while we are come back. Judge Simpson, I don't want to have to read the rubber chicken handbag. Oh dear. Okay. We'll go one more. Let's look at the images here. Look at the people sent in here. Andrea, nice size, extra deep storage. Better than I expected. The zipper is a little small, but other than that, perfect gift for any chicken lovers. Any chicken lovers here? That review was so bad, I want lobster slippers. Yes, the hand, she has big hands. Man hands, it won't fit. Her husband's hands are extra big. I don't know. I don't think. I sure hope not. But she's not here, so. You have over 200 chickens, Lisa? How many chicken handbags do you have? I don't know. She says it's not what that review said. The first one we read. All right, let's see. I don't think it's Andrea from Iowa because the photo there, you can't really see, but it doesn't look like her. So, Brenna. Bach, what a ridiculously awesome handbag. Every now and then there are moments where you stop and think to yourself, this is exactly what adult money is for. And you find yourself grateful that you can buy something as ridiculous as a rubber chicken handbag with no one to answer to about it. This stupid little guy has been in my wish list for what feels like entirely too long, but it was worth every penny now that I finally purchased it. While the bag is on the smaller side, my goodness, Brenna. And you only gave it 4 stars and she wrote this much? Well, the bag is on the smaller side and the opening, I can barely fit one hand. I don't even care. It's glorious in all its rubber chicken wonder. I'm considering buying its better half, the coin purse. Wait, there's a chicken coin purse? Hang on, sorry. The ADHD just kicked in. There's a chicken coin, but nothing quite like pulling out a small chicken from a larger chicken. Am I right? Anyways, you should buy it. The bizarre gazes and laughter from strangers is reason enough. So there's her. See, there's the small opening from the rubber chicken purse, and there's the rubber chicken purse there. So, yeah, that's what she wants to spend her adult money on. Penny gave it 5 stars. Oh, look, can you see it? I don't know. How do I make that bigger? I can't enlarge it. Can I? There's the little coin purse. It arrived this morning. I just love her. I received this bag and it is better than I expected. After reading some of the reviews, customers stated it was shaped weird or the color was off or it smelled like rubber. I opened. Who writes these reviews? They need that. I opened my box and it is perfect. No odor. It is not misshaped and the color is as described and shown in the description. I'm not making this up. I'm just reading. The zipper is small, as others mentioned. However, it states the dimensions in the description. I put my contents in and had no problem fitting my large zip around wallet and cosmetic bag. I also purchased a matching coin pouch, which is a nice size to hold coins or a phone charger, earbuds, etc. I love this bag. Even if I do not use it as an everyday handbag, I will display it in the kitchen. I'm not in the tab where I can read the chat, so I'm glad. Okay. I don't know if I can. Okay, put the kids to bed. If you want me to read another review here, you need to put the kids to bed. I don't know, man. Judge Simpson, are you coming back? Please come back. Come back. All right. One more review. Yes, someone should buy this. No, it does not. The cat one is enough. You don't need a chicken dispensing tissue dispenser, whatever. So, well, I didn't even, anyway. Judy L. Verified purchase 5 stars. Obsessed. TikTok made me buy it. And it did not disappoint. Seems very sturdy, so cute, holds a lot. The only downside is how small the zippered opening is. However, it still works well. My wallet fits. That is what is important. I took it when I went plant shopping, and everyone loved it. I had so many people want to know where I got it. Can't wait to get the coin purse and the full-sized brown chicken purse. There's a full-sized brown chicken purse. Look at that. There's her. Oh, look at that. There's her plant shopping with the rubber chicken purse there. Oh, wait, are we back? I heard something.
Yeah, Holly Brown.
Okay, back to work.
And speaking with counsel at the bench, and I'm not going to go into all of the details.
I don't want to know. I don't know who
I don't think
those
they need to be
reviews.
on the record because some of them.
Goodness.
I think Ms. Brown, for privacy reasons, I'm not going to go into. I will say this, that there is still some question, not really in the court's mind as to the bond violation, but certain things are occurring simultaneously that could mean one thing or another. And I'm going to give counsel time to try to sort that out regarding the Scram unit. Meanwhile, I also don't think that pending this hearing, that it's advisable necessarily to keep Ms. Brown incarcerated. Now, Ms. Brown, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm doing something backwards from what normally happens. Normally, what would happen is somebody may start out on a sober link. They can't keep up with the sober link, then they go on a tether. Or a scram tether. You're on a scram. There are issues with the scram. And the suggestion is made, and I'm agreeing to it, that we're going to put you on a sober link.
No, there's
prior
no,
to your release. The
not correct. There
community
should be
corrections is
no
going to need to
tissue
get you a
hold.
sober line. Now, I told your attorney, and I'm going
There
to
should
tell
be
you,
no chicken hole.
I'm going to give you that opportunity, but it's going to require 3 blows a day.
Wrong.
Given
No
what I've
tissue hole.
seen regarding the Scram report, I'm not going to be very tolerant if you miss a blow. You understand that? And I'm not. Miss Julian will explain to you if I get in one of my moods that I'm not even going to hear your reasoning. So you might as can save the oxygen. I'm going to give you this opportunity. I'm going to adjourn the PCC out to August 22nd. We will see exactly how you are doing from there. And then I'll make my final determination.
No,
in
it
terms
doesn't
of
make
what I'm
sense.
gonna do.
Tissues
And after
usually come
receiving any
in their
additional
own
information
sort of
from council
self-dispensing
regarding
box. You don't need to
think
pull
that's
them out of a
everything that
cat's
we have
anus or a chicken's beak.
from community
I've
corrections.
got
Yes,
a box of
I
tissues
know.
here somewhere. Like,
I was going to ask him specifically, is there a way to be able to pair for a silver link today?
I had the, here for-
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Okay. So we'll see you on the 22nd.
How do you take your coffee?
Pardon?
How do you take your coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
Okay, and I won't have one right at the meeting I go to this evening.
Okay, all right. Take care. Actually, I do drink coffee way too much, but I'm not gonna tell you that.
Thank you, Judge.
Take care, Miss Brown.
Beth, is that really a conversation you want to have? No, I have to dispense my
said
coffee, so I might as
probable
well
cause
pull them out of the
822.
cat's butt. No, tissues just need to come out of the box that they come in. Okay, just
Like, give me 5.
they don't need
Give
to
me
come out
5
of a
and I'll
rubber
call it.
chicken purse.
Good.
Yeah, we just have to tell them that.
Yeah, don't bring him right in a second. Court's gonna stand in brief recess.
All rise. May be seated.
All right. I think I was in one more review. What do you say? One more review. Let's see here. Rena, only 4 stars. I love the purse. The only 2 things I don't like about it, what do you guys, is it small? Is one, the smell coming out of the package was weird. I sprayed it with some Odabam and it went away. And 2, the zipper opening is way smaller than I thought it was. It is still highly functional. I just have to use a smaller wallet. Maybe she could use those light up Jedi chopsticks. And see, now Pam, that would make sense. A kangaroo pouch dispenser would make more sense than pulling it out of a cat's butt. You know what, Katie, I'm glad that I don't know the answer to that of what they thought a rubber chicken was supposed to smell like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, Glamazon 26. Oh, listen to how clever is this. Clucking fantastic. I bought this purse because it's hilarious. And I wanted to embarrass my fiance, who I would say mission accomplished. Worked as expected. All my friends want to borrow my chicken purse. It's super cute in a poultry kind of way. Farmhouse chic for sure. Oh, show. Farmhouse chic. Farmhouse chic. Clucking fantastic. 5 stars. This purse brings me so much joy. I love this random purse. I named her Henrietta, the hen bag. So fun. Oh dear, I bet she's fun at parties. Okay, verified purchase, 5 stars. It's definitely a conversation starter. It's got one pocket and it kind of gets in the way, but it's so cool that I don't care. It's sturdy. It's cleanable, made from the same material as a rubber chicken. LOL. I love this silly bag. So glad I brought it. And there, look at that. There's her hand, and she's got, what is that? Nasal spray? I don't know what that is in there. You can see some of the content of her purse and her manicure there. All right. Yeah. No, don't start. Just because she made a terrible chicken pun. No. You don't have to follow in her footsteps. I'm not even gonna Narcan. That's probably more like it. All right. I don't know if Judge is coming back, but you know what? There's more. There's more. See, look. Now I'm getting the McPhee Archie handy squirrel. Look at this right here. So it's a little puppet, a little squirrel puppet thing. You put the head on the middle finger, and then I don't know what you do with it. You put on puppet shows, I guess. So, like, this is the kind of crap now showing up in my Amazon algorithm. Yes. Sea creature footwear. Chicken purses. Squirrels. Squirrel puppets. Yeah, you want me to do some unboxing? If I gave you my P.O. box, you'd send me these things? Don't tempt me. Oh, dear. The reviews on the Archie McPhee hand squirrel. A platypus pouch tissue dispenser. That has not shown up in my algorithm yet. So I'm grateful. Fully expect a puppet show. Maybe I could do my dramatic recreations with puppets instead. Do puppet show recreations instead of. I did that one where that lady was crying in the courtroom. If you remember, if you go back and look at the Black Swan, I do a dramatic recreation. And but all right, let's 3,663 ratings. That how many? So, like, what's the ratio of people that buy that leave reviews? Is it like so? I mean, like, probably at least 5,000 of these hand squirrel, these squirrel puppet thingies. Look, it comes in a box. Archie McPhee handy squirrel. Those two images are the same. Okay. Choking hazard, not for children under 3 years. I would think they would be the ones. This would be the target demographic, but. Yeah, I just, okay. 3,000 rating. You got to be kidding me. Here we go. funny, but apparently terrifying. This was a gift from a friend that may be more aptly suited for parties or pranks, as it scares most children that see it. 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay. He likes terrifying children. Who knew? It was Anna Moxie. 5 stars, verified purchase. All right, Clara Payne, 4 stars, hilarious. So perfect for terrorizing the masses. Definitely has very large finger holes, so I would not suggest it for people with little fingers. Oh, look, there he's sitting at the table. And oh my goodness. Alexandria Webster, an absolute treasure for $10. Were you looking for a high quality mold of the squirrel parts to stick to your hand? Me neither. But when I saw it for the low price of $10, I said, "What? Up? Back to work. Back to work, kids. What's going around?"
Oh, right down here.
How ironic. You could fit your squirrel in your chicken purse, but you wouldn't be able to get it out because your hands are too big. I'm too naive and innocent to even understand that comment. Hi, Jenny.
You may be
No, we're just
seated.
killing time between breaks here.
And we're ready. Court does call the case of the people versus Fareed. Yeah.
Joseph Blanche, here on behalf of people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. The court, please, Mark Krieg on behalf of.
Beth, maybe that answers your questions because I didn't understand
And
it.
driving around P 3665 on behalf of Mr. Jarvis and President Record. The guard from safety for the record. Bring it to the record.
All right. Feels like Groundhog Day, but we're here for the PCC as well as, I believe, consideration of some other type of release or alike.
Right.
So go ahead. Well, let me.
I wish I knew what you guys were talking
I-
about. I could join in your conversation.
I received all of the information that you sent me. I believe, Ms. Blanche, you received it.
Yes.
I don't know if you've had an opportunity to even go through it or.
I mean, I went through it. I wasn't able to verify it.
A whole lot of old talk.
Got it.
See what I did there?
You're right. I mean, it was yesterday, and I want to thank counsel for interrupting my viewing of Olympic coverage while I tried to go through it as best I can. But I mean, I'll let you go ahead, but it's going to be a bit difficult for me to rule on that where the people, I don't think, have had an adequate opportunity to go through or try to verify everything.
Well, I can state as an officer of the court, Your Honor, that we received the 1040s and the
I think so,
1120s
David.
from
I
the
think so.
accountant. And he verified that these were the tax returns that were filed. I don't
Yes,
know.
before I rage
You can
quit.
see we got the mortgage statements directly from the mortgage companies. But if
I'm not disputing that anything that you've given
Oh,
is
okay.
real.
Okay.
I'm not doing that. The people may want to look at something else and in terms of what's there. So there's that issue, but I'm not challenging any of
Oh.
that. The only thing is that when you receive this,
I'll just leave that there,
it's
Colleen.
attempting to try to analyze
Just to pin it right
everything
there
that
for everyone to.
I'm looking at that can be a bit problematic to kind of do in a day and a whatever.
In an effort to be, because when, I don't know if the court will require us to approach the bench, and what kind of financial record.
Right.
Jenny,
And the court
hopefully you're
raised
feeling
an
better.
issue about his separate business.
Yes.
In an effort to be completely transparent, well, what I would be anyway, I attached the 1120s for the business,
Yes.
but those are just pass-throughs. Everything's got to be shown on the 1040. But I didn't want the court to think I was omitting anything, but the 1120s just are a pass-through to the 1040. So the 1040s are the.
No, I got that because
Right.
it's an S corporate. So I understood it.
Okay,
I got that.
I just wanted to make sure, but I didn't want to omit those and I wanted the court to have the benefit of it. Your Honor, we were here last, the court had indicated that if he was not able to post a bond, that you would consider, although certainly didn't promise, you would consider the 10% of the $2 million. We have gone through 2 bonding agencies, and we have not been able to satisfy the bonding agencies, and we have not been able to get a bond. One was a bonding agency, I think local, and another one was out of state. I forgot whether it was California or California. But in any event, as I stated at the last appearance when we were arguing the bond motion, that there were people that were prepared to post their house, and including Mr. Hajar's house. I actually have an appraisal of Mr. Hajar's house, and if you look at that, plus his friend who is here, Ted, Gus, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Shakira.
Don't
He
put your
has
house
a
as
house
collateral.
on a
Yeah.
lake in Bloomfield, which
West Bloomfield.
West Bloomfield.
I remember, I saw it.
Okay, and so if you take those 2 together, you have $1.45 million in equity, probably a little more because,
Well, yeah, but let me stop you there.
Okay.
Because while that's the amount of equity, and maybe what you're running into with the bonding companies, is that were the parties to go and obtain, say, a line of credit or a mortgage of some type, using that property as security, they're not going to be able to do that to 100% of the value. They're only going to be able to do it to 75, 80%
Right.
of the value of the property. So,
right, and I think actually that is to our advantage, and I'll explain why. So if you hear me out for a minute. But-
I will.
Okay, so I have,
Look what you started,
there's
Colleen.
probably a little more equity in Mr. Hajar's house
Thanks,
than
Pam.
I mentioned in the email that I said that explained everything. And the reason is because if you look, the mortgage was taken out in 2020. We couldn't get the current mortgage statement, but that was the mortgage. So that's been paid down for 3 years. It's probably not significant because, as the court knows, principal doesn't go down early on in the mortgage, and it's been 3 years, but it probably is maybe another 10,000 or something. But I don't think it's hugely significant. But the reason I say is that if we were to post the property, they couldn't encumber it any further. The court would certainly be first in line, and we would be prepared.
No, we wouldn't.
You second in line to the current mortgage, but they couldn't refinance it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But you would be second in line to the current mortgage, but even with being in second in line, there's still 1.459 or maybe just a touch over that in equity. So what we would do, and I've done before, is we could file a quitclaim deed with the court that would be registered with the Register of Deeds. So they couldn't take
Carla.
out
Welcome.
any home equity loans or any lines of credit on those mortgages because it would be quitclaim deed, and then the court would hold it. If he doesn't show up, it's the court's property. If he does show up, later on he gets it back. And the reason I say that this is, I think, better security if he posts a $200,000 10% bond plus the 2 properties, he has an incentive, because if he posts a $200,000 10% bond, he's going to get back $180,000. If he paid it with a bail bondsman or bail bondswoman, which he can't do, they would keep the whole $200,000, and they would have the equity in the home. So here you've got an incentive because he's going to get back $180,000 on the 10% bond, and the court will have the 2 properties, one of which is his very close friend. And if he,
Okay, yeah, listen here.
if he,
Don't post your house for someone.
the court has
I don't
never
care how
indicated there's a
close
danger to
you
the
are.
community. I mean, that there's a risk of flight.
What your
But if he
relationship
violated his bond
is.
conditions, he would be
No,
putting his friend,
Don't.
which has over $700,000 in equity, in
No, Bucky.
peril
I
that he would
don't.
lose all
I
that
do not
money.
do capital cases.
So I think what we've proposed, Your Honor, is a 10% bond plus the two residences, which give another 1.45, let's say 1.46 million plus 200,000. Now you're up to 1.66 million. So you're really close to the 2 million total.
But I don't,
The only difference is,
Yes, don't post
the
your
only
card either.
difference now is, and
Julia
to
Marie,
the
is
court's
that
advantage, to
sad
make it a
experience
10%
talking,
bond rather
or-
than a $200,000 cash bond plus the properties. Because it was a $200,000 cash bond plus the properties, he'd get the whole 200,000 back. But if it's a 10% bond, he has to pay a 10% premium to the court for administrative costs. So the court indicated last time
What's this guy
that
charged
you would
with? His
consider
bond's so
that
high.
10% bond. I tried to convince the court that we would do more than the 10% bond, and that is by posting the two homes.
Hey, Kel Marie, I'm
Which
asking,
puts you
how do
really
you know?
basically at just under 2 million,
well,
couple
How do
hundred
you
thousand
know?
short,
but
little more actually, 300,000 short.
I'd need to see your proposal that you're laying out to me in terms of quick claim deeds and everything. I need to see that in writing. I'm not
Okay,
It'd
gonna
be crazy
outright
not to
reject
take
it.
it.
Because of the way the courts are structured, that proposal would in some way have to go, I'd have to send that at least, although it'd be the court's decision to corporate counsel to make sure that they
because here, let me,
those issues. But let me just say this also.
sure.
I don't agree with the way that you have addressed the numbers. You're addressing raw numbers, but I think you also need to take into account
Okay.
that.
Don't put your house or car up
I'm
for
always gonna
collateral
look
for
at it in
bail.
terms of worst
Don't
case
co-sign
scenario.
for someone.
So let's say I do that, he takes off, doesn't appear. I now have that money, the 200, but then I have these
Katie, how
houses
about a pine tree air freshener?
which are encumbered. And I'm and when I say I mean the court would be
Only
second
legal
in
tender, no
line
fiat money.
on any type of foreclosure if it wasn't being paid.
That's correct.
And I know what happens to creditors that are second in line
Well, but
if it's foreclosed on and then sold.
But there's no question, Judge, that there is considerable equity even over and above the mortgages. I mean,
Yeah, but it's not, listen, it's not equity that that the court can do anything with. I mean,
That's right. They used to do
I
bankruptcy
hear
law.
you. I
The court would
hear
not
you
be
in
in
terms
first
of
position, even if there was
value, but
equity.
there's not a whole lot that the court can do with that.
oh, they could
I
force
mean-
a sale. Court could certainly force a sale. In fact, if I may.
Yes, but then, okay, you're talking about then a procedure that there's a reason why this is very rarely, if ever, done. I think in the 25 years I've been on the bench, there's been only one other case where this, I've even considered.
Maybe he should have
taking-
his lobster sandals
Yeah, the court
appraised.
will specifically
See what he could
provide
get for
for
that.
real estate.
Oh, I know what it provides. I also know it provides for a lot of things that sometimes don't happen.
Yeah, David, it's kind of,
Well, I have done this in
it's getting
federal
kind of
court
uncomfortable now.
in forfeiture. And what we've
He's
done is
not
we've
getting
reached
it.
an agreement, and I'm happy to put this all in writing for the court. But that what would happen is that that there would be that the county or the prosecutor's office, whoever, would have the right to force a sale of the house within X amount of days of his failure to appear. But the courts never really saw this, at least my understanding. This court is, I've not seen the court be concerned about a failure to appear. What I've understood the court's concern is a danger to the community.
Yes.
And so basically what we've proposed here monetarily, if the court is concerned that the $2 million, which the
Yes,
court
it's
said
it's
it
the
would
Rick
let stand,
Astley
it wasn't going
defense.
to raise it,
Never
but
gonna,
would consider reducing
up.
it to a possible 10% bond with a combination of conditions, then you're almost basically in the same spot you would be if it was through a bail bond. The only difference really would be that in terms of danger, not risk
never
of
gonna
flight.
give
Cool.
you.
Weird. Well, The only difference is that the court becomes the
Yes,
surety.
correct.
Well, the court's not the surety. The surety is the property.
Oh, no, we do, because then we would be the ones
No, so
ultimately
usually in bail, in setting a
that
bail,
should something go
there are
awry,
two
that would be
issues
executing on the property. So I
that they
mean,
concern themselves
in
with
effect,
in letting
we-
the person
that's what
out on bail
we're
is
doing.
that
I
will
just
they
got a
return to
note,
court
Your
and
Honor.
are they a danger to the community?
So I'm bringing it up.
Yeah,
So-
there
And
is
so it sounds
another
like
house
Judge Griffin
that's worth four
is
hundred and
much,
fifty
much more
thousand
weight to
dollars,
the
which is
protection of
free
the
and
community
clear.
than
And
if the
that,
defendant
we could
shows
post.
back to court. That's
So
what
now
I'm
you're well
getting
over
from
$2
that.
million.
Okay.
Not well over, but you're over 2 million. I shouldn't say well over, but you're over 2 million plus the 200,000. So now you've got basically 2.2 million. And I can prepare the quitclaim deeds. I can do all of that work myself. So the
No, Julie
and
Marie, now
present it to the
that you
prosecutor
can
in a
do
written order
You can
for the
certainly
court to
pay.
examine.
for someone else's attorney.
I don't have any
That's-
problem with
that's
that.
crazy
I
talk.
need the structure of what you're posing
No one
in
would-
writing
I would
because
ignore
while
Julia Marie's
certainly the
last
court-
statement there. You can
it's
certainly
me,
pay for
I
someone
can
else's
make
attorney.
this decision. I also want to make sure that the court and
Now
the
that you can
county are
put-
covered
yeah.
regarding this.
Fair
So
enough.
I can tell you that
Put your car as collateral.
I
or
need
do
something
any
in
of that sort of
writing
thing.
that
It's
I
paying
would
an
be able
attorney.
to
That's
potentially
a
send to
whole
corporate
different thing.
counsel, will review myself, send to corporate counsel regarding this issue to make sure that all of the bases are covered. And then also make a determination and then make my determination as to whether or not we would go. If you said there's 450,000 on another
Yes.
home,
Correct. Is that?
that's free and clear?
In Lavone, they're free and clear.
Okay.
And I can,
About that.
we'll go to the Register of Deeds and, present proof.
Yeah,
that it's
ideally,
clear.
but you can pay if they
But I have a
can't.
simple solution if you just made it 200,000, 2 million, 10%.
Wrong, Kel Marie, you're wrong.
Indicated that.
No,
A simple
I'm way
solution.
past that, but thank you for
They
this.
would don't listen to them. If
I'm always
someone
trying to help.
Yeah.
needs to hire an
I
attorney,
know.
you can help pay.
Okay.
Trust
All
me.
right, so I need to get that in writing. That's gonna give the prosecutor time to take a look, and
Sure.
then that's gonna give the court time to do what I'm doing. I want to make it clear. I'm not saying yes or no to any of it. I just
understand.
want to see the entirety of the package.
Okay, I will try to get something to you by Monday, if not sooner.
Fair enough.
Fair
And
enough.
just so that you know, you need to get that to me, and then I'm supposedly on this thing called a vacation, but I'm not sure when that begins. I'm not even sure what a vacation is. When does that start?
It starts, 1:30 on the 13th, no, it starts on the 14th.
Oh, I would hope we could get this.
No, right. I just want to make it clear so that if I disappear and don't answer.
Okay, I will try to get something to you no later than Monday. And I have sort of a busy day tomorrow, but if I can put everything together,
I have no
but
doubt, Maria.
rather than preparing the quick claim deeds now, I'll put everything in the proposed order of how it would work, and then obviously we'll have to get the quick claim deeds prepared and so on.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, and I'll also maybe call corporation counsel and see what they might require.
Fine.
I'll take that upon myself.
That's fine.
Fair enough?
Fine. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, that's fine. I mean, whatever it is, I'm gonna be sending it there and just understanding that it's my final decision. But like I said, I want to make sure that everybody's covered.
Okay, and I'll also put in the other property that's worth $450,000 free and clear.
All right.
Can I have a moment with the client, Your Honor?
You may.
I was in a meeting yesterday and
They're having a
I got a notice that someone had COVID.
Yeah. Thank you for talking out loud in this room then. No. You may want to, counsel, hit the mic, counsel, or just hold on the button. You can lean over, but it's got to be flashing green. Otherwise, believe me, these mics, you got to hold it down.
Yes. Am I right?
So you got to
Rocky
hold it
Love?
with that hand. Take that, no, not that hand, the other hand. That hand, just put it on the button. No, come on. Put it on the button.
The button.
And then use that hand. Geez, and then you can lean over.
I get it.
That's what he gets upset about? Is them not being able to mute the microphone?
With the court's indulgence, today's the day for the PCC.
Well, it comes full circle.
It is.
They
I'd
were
like to
auctioning
put
off
that over
attorneys
one more
earlier.
week with the prosecutor's
Marie.
consent, and I haven't spoken to her about it, to see what we do with the bond, and then, as we did the last one. So if the court is agreeable to that, I'll try to get everything, and then we can have a probable cause conference for next Thursday. If he's out, we'll go ahead with it. I mean, whether he's out or not out, we'll make a decision then.
Okay, so let me ask this, where are we? Since you had a lot to say, Ms. Blanche, where are we in terms of discovery and other things?
2 weeks, I was told that, from Tuesday.
Pardon?
2 weeks, my officer told me 2 weeks from Tuesday, so they're gonna get the toxicology back.
Got it.
If that's what you're asking.
Yes, well, I'm asking regarding that, and so. Okay,
Your
What
Honor,
a terrible place it must be
she's
there.
provided with
in New
all the
Zealand.
discovery. I think that pertains to this charge. If I
You got an
could.
evidence.com link too, right? You got all the video?
I don't have the video, I just have stills.
I think it would be an evidence.com link. I'm pretty sure whatever I have, I've
Don't
shared
have
with you.
attorneys.
But I'll-
You don't
Okay.
sue for
I
things.
don't know that the videos are all that
What a
important
nightmare.
anyway in this case. I don't know that there's any dispute
The
over
horror.
where the body was found
The
and that
horror.
sort of thing. So,
okay. I just want to make sure that I understand we're having argument regarding the bond, and I get that. But I also want to make sure that the case itself is
it's
proceeding
moving, sure.
and heading forth, so.
Never been my idea to stall a case out when someone's locked up, I can tell you that.
Okay. So you would like a hearing next week regarding all of this, regarding the bond and the like?
Yeah,
Okay.
not
And I'll
now.
try to have everything to you by Monday,
Not anymore.
with the understanding that the court will look at the order and
must
say,
live in a
okay,
place
Mr.
where there's
Krieger,
no
it's either
lawyers.
fine or
My
not fine,
goodness.
and then I'll prepare all the deeds and so on.
Okay, so here's my issue with your timing, is that if you get everything to me by Monday, and let's say you're talking with corporate counsel, you're talking with that and doing everything along those lines,
Can't sue for
And the court-
accidents.
you'd be asking the court to make a decision basically.
They even
on
have
2 days.
awesome personal
And I don't
injury attorney
know that
pads.
that's a practical way to do.
Go look at my videos.
Just
Go watch Who You Gonna Call,
I just don't.
Jenny, and go watch
I
all
think
of
we
the
get here
awesome
next week.
personal
and
injury attorneys.
be
that you can choose
maybe
from.
further along on some line, but wouldn't have everything.
Well, you certainly wouldn't have the quitclaim deeds until you approve the order, then I would.
No, you're right. But what I'm saying is, I'm not sure that all of the information and
But there's
everything
no lawyers.
be here then. Now, here's what I don't mind setting it the 8th.
You don't want that.
My preference would be to set it on the 13th because I have a PCC prelim docket that day.
The 13th,
And I'm just thinking that would be
Yes.
timing
Seriously,
wise.
there's gonna be some couple more installments
If I
of
were to
Who
make
You
a
Gonna Call
decision that
with
we could
lawyer
go
ads
along with
coming out
this,
soon. There's a little
that we could
tease for you.
have everything digested, have everything in place and make sure that everything's tied up. That's my suggestion. I will set it for the 8th, but I'm just not.
What kind of
hopeful.
attitude
I
is
mean,
that, Beth?
I hate to get here and then we're
course you want a
still
lawyer
here
in
and then
this.
I push it to the 13th in any event.
let me just make sure I understand the court. I can do the 13th in the afternoon without a problem. I got something in the morning in federal court, but so the idea would be to present the order, the proposed order for the bond. You would look it over.
Yes,
and then on
please,
the
everyone
13th
like
say
and
yay or nay,
subscribe.
And then I would have to prepare all the documents
That's a good point.
to facilitate that, like the
Correct.
quitclaim deeds and so on. Am I
Correct.
reading the court correctly?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking at.
Even if you're in
I
New
just
Zealand,
wanna
you need to
make
like
sure we
and
have enough
subscribe,
time to
otherwise
say, yes, this is
We'll
what
find
we're
a way
going
to
do,
sue.
if we're going to do it.
Okay, all right, and I
We'll find a
will
way.
start working on all of that right away.
So. And
And you would want all 3 properties now to be listed in there, including.
yes, because and it's not agreed at all on the court's part or anything along those lines. I don't agree.
Shit,
I
are you
agree
kidding me,
with in
Cindy?
some of your analysis, but I don't agree in terms of the value in numbers. Because I'm looking at it that if if
Chicken
at
helmets?
some point I instructed somebody or to get a
It'll pop up
mortgage
soon,
on
I'm
something,
sure.
I'm not gonna be able to mortgage it to the max of that appraisal. That's
Ooh.
not gonna happen.
Small mortgage. Now
So
we're
I don't think the
talking.
numbers are as
Okay.
high as you're saying that they are.
If
Might be
we,
warming back up to
if
New
you add
Zealand.
in the 450,000, that's free and clear. Now you're up to, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you're,
Off of that one, I'm only gonna get about 400, maybe 380.
Did they?
If
Well,
I had to mortgage it. But I mean,
Congratulations.
we're just looking at the,
New
we're just
Zealand.
looking at it from different
Right.
sides. I mean, we're still looking at the same thing.
my idea, when you wouldn't mortgage it, you would just sell it. Would you not?
No, I understand that, but
That the county would foreclose on and then get a realtor to sell the property at whatever value it can get.
yeah.
With interest rates supposed to go down, maybe you'll get even more money.
Wow, this attorney, yeah,
But
he
I'm-
needs to know
I'm
when to,
confident
when
he
to
will.
pack
If
it
I
up.
wanted to be in real estate, that's what I'd be doing.
But I,
That was
This is
not.
like, we need like
but
the
I'm confident
vaudeville,
Mr.
like a
Hajar
vaudeville
will appear. I
hook.
don't think
You
there's
know,
any.
just someone to come with a big hook to just
Okay,
Okay, thank
say,
you.
yeah, you're done.
okay,
Go on
so
stage.
we'll adjourn
Wow.
probable cause conference and the bond hearing to, and you are here that day, 13,
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here for other.
for other things.
Can you do it in the afternoon?
Yes, it will be, well, my probable causes are in the morning, but I'll set this in the afternoon. What time you want me?
2 p.m. Sure.
August 13th, 2024 at 2 p.m.
And I'll try to get. Do you know anyone in corporation counsel you could recommend?
I do, I know all of them.
Is there someone that would,
I don't know who would be doing this. So it's probably just to reach out to the listed corporate counsel because they may go outside on something like this, because it's not a very large office, but I don't know.
thank you.
Yep.
Before I'm not gonna make any additional. Judge, I just wanted the court to be aware, the secretary is requesting, doctor, he is having some medical issues, I just want.
Right now, or,
I mean, if they're talking
Been having high blood pressure. and
$200,000, what's that, 2 million, probably a $2 million bond?
Do something about
Yeah, it's gotta be something
it.
pretty
Not getting 100%.
but
ugly.
they've been checking you at the jail.
I'm not sure what he's charged with.
Send me to, they tell me it's a doctor, but nothing has been happening for last week.
Okay. So as I indicate to people, I am not a doctor. I have no medical training. I leave that to the jail and medical staff. I've never known this Washington County Sheriff's Office not to respond when you are saying, I have these symptoms. They will check them. There may be disagreement as to exactly what's going on, but I've never known them not to make the proper call.
We check it, but nothing happens. And they see the numbers are high.
Okay, and what do you want them to do?
I never took it, I just had a good night.
So you're not on medication?
I never took medication before.
Okay, then that's gonna, I would imagine, require a whole other set of things. I would talk to medical at the jail. I am telling you, they're very good. I mean, it's not as though they're not.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, thank you. Oh, you can have that.
Oh, what happened to our feed? Hey, what happened? Judge, are you there? It looks like that concludes their their court for today. He unalived an escort? He had two, but one on the left because dude had a bunch of cocaine. Ew. All right, that's kind of gross. So, time for more Amazon. You want to see more Amazon? Well, here, let's at least finish where we were at here. I was right here. Alexandria Webster's review. If you recall, and for those of you who weren't here, when we got rudely interrupted by Judge Simpson and his court calendar, is the McPhee Archie Handy Squirrel. $8.45, available one day on Amazon Prime. Comes in a fancy box there. Choking hazard. But there you go. And so everyone was very impressed that there are 3,600 reviews. So let's see. We were right here. Alexander Webster, an absolute treasure for $10. Were you looking for a high quality mold of squirrel parts to stick to your hand? Me neither. But when I saw it for the low price of $10, I said, why, yes, I will buy this now. It is a true gem that is everything it promises to be. Squirrel head, check. Surprisingly detailed and cute in a creepy way. Squirrel arm, you betcha. See cute, creepy from head. What? 3 more arms? You better believe it. I have no idea what I'm going to use this for, but now I have it. I'm going to use it. Great job, Alexandria. Your cat does not seem impressed. I got to say, the cat is like, again with this woman. I think that's what the cat is thinking. Oh, look at that. Christmas tree topper. Look at that. Amazon customer. 5 stars. Best Amazon purchase ever. I had this little guy suggested to me after buying a hiking backpack a few months ago. Why, you ask? Because everyone should have it suggested. The endless laughter and creeped out responses are enough to make anyone want to buy this treasure. Nothing compares to walking up to a coworker with a tiny paw on my hand and cringeworthy response as they give, as everyone laughs. Now he has a new throne. Christmas tree star. There are so many possibilities. I can't wait to see where else I can utilize my squirrel friend. Buy this. You'll thank me later. So there, it's not even on the hand. It's just like, yeah, that kind of looks like the dinosaur popping through the. Oh, look at that. On the, you see the squirrel head on top of the tree and then little arms and where the feet? Oh, then the feet right there. So, yeah. If you want to ruin Christmas and get a lump of coal in your stocking, put it on the top of your tree. There you go. This product is the most amazing thing. The best product ever. My life was so empty until this amazing product came to my house. I am now a happy man, and this product also lets you get girls. I would know. Okay. How does he get the girls, though? I don't think I want to know. Like, lures them into his windowless van, I'm guessing, with his creepy squirrel puppets. Okay, you can just imagine that little. Yeah. So there you go. You think so? You don't think these were genuine? You think the rubber chicken purse people were? Wait, it doesn't help you get girls? The squirrel. Hang on, I need to cancel an order. Hang on. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. see here. Okay, order canceled. Okay. All right, I'm back. All right, well, yeah, that beach hearing there in front of Judge Simpson was a little bit disappointing. And anyway, but we did have some fun time shopping and listening to ridiculously long bail hearings, right? And not what it's all about. Yeah, that's probably a good point, Jenny. Yes, yes. I'm debating whether or not I should post my P.O. box. I'm afraid I'll get like too many lobster. But yes, I would now I'm curious. I do. Do I have anything? Oh, I have one more. Maybe I'll save it. I'll save it. Right? Yeah. I'll save it for later. We've been here a while. So anyone, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. And it's been real and it's been fun. Hopefully it's been real fun. And we will bid a fond adieu. Oh, wait. Regift. Yeah. Yeah, I think people will be really impressed with that. Oh, a regifted lobster sandals. You shouldn't have. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in. Sorry, yeah, that beach. Go back and watch Simpson's feed from this morning. That was it was a little spicy today. It sounds like, yes, he got some good advice from his attorney to just zip it and shut up. Otherwise, you're going to jail. Anyway, I think Mike is still doing the Boyd trial. I don't know if he is. Go over there, but I will say goodbye to everyone and go do your shopping there on Amazon. Bye.